Hello everybody, this is Toys R Us, and for this bonus unboxing video, that's exactly what I'm going to be doing. So what I've got here are two very popular characters, very popular figures, but they're two completely different variants of what I've actually got. This is something I've been really excited to get hold of. I've mentioned it a few times, and the deal's it's actually come to fruition. This is basically what's come by a direct straight swap. I swapped quite a few figures to get hold of this because these are quite rare, and I've done some swaps with this guy before, and I've brought some stuff from before. His name's Graham. He's got Galaxy High Graduate on eBay, and yeah, again, I did the skull grin with him not so long ago. He's just got a few things in his collection that you know, I suppose they don't float his boat, I think is the best way to put it. And I think it's a little bit like what I was talking about the other day on the What's Happening Wednesday, that it's nice to find what you really want to collect. And I mean, everybody knows that I collect variants, so I've known about these for ages. He's had them for as long as I've known him, and I think the best way to put it is they just not, you know, floated his boat, whereas there's a certain other, it's still Generation 1 figures that he really loves, and it's ones that I've got doubles of and spares of. So we've come to a good agreement, we've come to a good deal, we're both happy, which is the main thing. We've both got the same sort of similar value of the things that we've got, and yeah, I've been after this sort of figure for ages anyway, so you know, no pressure on him, but he always knew that if he was willing to let it go, that I'd be the person definitely interested. So that's exactly what's happened. And now, before I open this, there's one thing on here that I do definitely already know about. There's going to be a slight fold in one of the flaps, but that's because I already know about it, and that's because he couldn't find a box to get it in there. So I already know about this, and I know I always mention the flap crease, but he did check with me first and foremost, and we did agree on it. So I'm not going to be shocked when I open this and see that one of the figures has got a folded flap crease. But otherwise, really tough, really sturdy box. Yeah, again, really looking forward to these. I'll show you the first one then. So the first one is, yes, see, this is the first one which he hasn't folded the flap crease, which is perfect. This is, can you sort of tell from that picture? So yeah, this is Optimus Prime again, another Generation 1. This is a first edition one, and the reason it's a first edition, because there's an error on the box. So it's got, I'll just show you, to be honest. So there we go. So there is of course the beautiful Generation 1 box, and can you see that below his feet? That's the radar dish that's come off the picture at the bottom. So this is referred to as the Error Box Prime. Although there's a couple of them, there's a couple of Error Box Primes, and it's got, can you see the metal plates inside the trailer? You can't really. I'll show you this in more detail, like I've done with the Goodbye Convoy gift set. I'll do that in a bit more detail. So this is one of the first releases of Optimus Prime, and it's known as the Metal Plates Error Box Prime. So that's one of the trades that I've done. And now the other one, this is the one with the slight flap crease in, and again, I'm fully aware of this, but again, that was what he used to protect the main flap. So again, thanks very much to that, Graham. Thank you very much. And this is the other one, and this is one that I've just been after this for ages, and the reason why I've been putting off doing a video on this particular character is because I wanted to buy this, not of him, but I wanted to get this particular figure first. And without any clues, can we work out what it is off the back? So we've got an 85, oh no, we've got an original 84 battle scene on the back of this. And yeah, again, the main reason why this sort of came about is because he had these figures and he didn't even have them on display. So he had them, he kept them. He, again, due to the value, due to the fact they're quite rare, and I suppose he just waited for the right time for the things to come, for things that he absolutely wanted, and rather than just sell them, he got some things that he really wanted, and yeah, it's worked out really well for both of us. This is, you can't see because all the bagging's come out, this is of course Jetfire, and you typically can't tell because the instructions has just fell. There's the flap crease again that I knew about. But if I can get the instructions to move and stay there, there is the Macross badge on his wing. So again, so this is one of the first releases of Jetfire because it's got the Macross still on the wing. So there we go. So I'm really pleased. I've got two of the variants of two popular figures that I just haven't been able to get a hold of. I know Graham's happy as well because he's got some figures from myself that he's been after as well. So there you go. I wanted to share that with you. Again, been after that Jetfly for absolutely ages, so it's nice to actually own one. So that means Magnum Prime and a couple of other people who've asked for me to do Jetfly videos. I definitely will do now. And yeah, I've got the couple that I can show you with the different variants. So there you go. They were more additions to the collection. Again, just through straight swaps. And again, you know, I advise you guys doing it. If you've got any figures, you don't always necessarily have to sell them. There's a huge community out there, which again, I'm so proud to be a part of right now. Just off the top of my head, there's a European buy-sell trade, there's an American one, there's a Canadian one, there's a California one, there's a UK one. There's so many. So you can sell, you can trade, you can swap. So if something in your figure, so if something in your collection isn't floating you about anymore, or you think, you know, I know what it's worth, I want to get something worth it rather than just sell, then by all means go for it. Definitely go for it. If it enhances your collection, even if it enhances it in your perspective. I mean, as I say, these obviously are nice pieces, and I'm really pleased to have them. And as I just mentioned, you know, the previous owner of these, he didn't even have them on display. So although he had them and he knew the monetary value of them, he kept hold of them. But for him now, he's got some sealed figures from me that he's much happier with. So that's, I suppose, a bit of advice I would like to give you guys as well, because that's the point of collecting. It's supposed to be fun. It's supposed to mean something to you. There's no point really having something super stored away if it's not bringing you any joy, really. So there we go. Enough waffling that. There you go. Thanks for sticking with me with this. Thanks for being with all the unboxes. Thanks for all your comments, suggestions. Again, more videos coming up. I'll do a much more detailed video on that Error Box Prime for people who don't know what it is. Yeah, keep all your comments and suggestions coming in. Thanks, guys. Thanks for watching. Like and comment. And don't forget to subscribe.